Theater STL presents July 27th in theater history.
Little Shop of Horrors opened at Off-Broadway's Orpheum Theater on July 27, 1982. Alan Menken and Howard Ashman adapted the musical from Roger Corman's cult film about a man-eating plant. Lee Wilkoff starred as Seymour, opposite Ellen Greene as Audrey. The production ran for 2,209 performances and became one of Off-Broadway's biggest musical hits.
The Man Who Came to Dinner opened in a Broadway revival on July 27, 2000. Nathan Lane starred as the famously difficult Sheridan Whiteside opposite Jean Smart as Lorraine Sheldon. Jerry Zaks directed the comedy by Moss Hart and George S. Kaufman. The production inaugurated Roundabout Theater Company's new Broadway home, the American Airlines Theater.
A Skull in Connemara opened in its first American production on July 27, 2000, at Seattle's ACT Theater. Martin McDonagh's dark comedy follows a gravedigger who discovers the remains of his late wife. The play is part of McDonagh's Lenaine trilogy. It received an off-Broadway production from Roundabout Theater Company the following year.
Mr. Goldwyn was presented by New York Stage and Film on July 27, 2001 in Poughkeepsie, New York. Alan King portrayed legendary Hollywood producer Samuel Goldwyn. Marcia Levy and John Lawless wrote the biographical play. King remained with the production when it transferred off-Broadway the following year.
Sweeney Todd opened at London's Trafalgar Studios on July 27, 2004. John Doyle directed the stripped-down production, with actors playing the musical instruments themselves. Stephen Sondheim and Hugh Wheeler's bloody tale of revenge gained new intensity from the intimate staging. The production later transferred to Broadway and won the Tony Award for Best Revival of a Musical.
Patrick Swayze made his West End debut in Guys and Dolls on July 27, 2006. He joined the production at London's Piccadilly Theatre as Nathan Detroit. The role allowed the Dirty Dancing star to return to his theatrical roots as an actor, singer, and dancer. Swayze appeared opposite Claire Sweeney as Miss Adelaide.
I Love You, You're Perfect. Now Change closed off Broadway on July 27, 2008. Joe DiPietro and Jimmy Roberts' musical review explored dating, marriage, parenthood, and growing older. It played 20 previews and 5,003 regular performances at the West Side Theater. At the time, it was the second longest-running musical in off-Broadway history.
The Yellow Brick Road opened off-Broadway on July 27, 2011 at the Lucille Lortel Theater. The musical reimagined The Wizard of Oz through a Latin cultural perspective. Virginia Cavalier starred as Dora alongside Natalie Toro as La Bruja and Ryan Duncan as the Scarecrow. Devon Jenke directed the production and shared choreography duties with Robert Tatad.
King Liz opened off-Broadway on July 27, 2015, as part of Second Stage Theater's Uptown series. Fernanda Koppel's play centered on Liz Rico, a successful sports agent fighting to remain at the top of a male-dominated industry. Karen Pittman starred in the title role. Lisa Peterson directed the production at the McGinn Kazal Theater.
Dave opened in its world premiere production at Arena Stage on July 27, 2018. The musical adapted the 1993 film about an ordinary man hired to impersonate the president. Tom Kitt composed the music, with lyrics by Nell Benjamin and a book by Benjamin and Thomas Meehan. Drew Gehling starred as Dave alongside Mamie Paris and Douglas Sills. For more, share and follow Theater STL.